clock on the wall that looks like this? No? Do you have a clock anywhere or a watch or anything that looks like this? Oh, Elise has a clock. Awesome. And that's our bad. We never dreamed we'd be still virtual in January.
That was the thing.
Or we would have definitely given you a clock and a ruler. So I'm talking to them online because I'm giving you a clock right now. Okay? Evie, you got a question? Nope. Okay. So if you do have a clock, I think Grayson, your mommy was going to give you a clock out of your sister's room. Did she? No? Okay. Jacob, do you have a clock? I see one on your wall behind you. Jacob, sit up. See that clock in there? Do you have one like that in your kitchen? You have one anywhere else that you could get? Need a more? Here you go. Maybe tomorrow you can. Okay, when you come Thursday, I'll give you guys a clock. Okay? All right. So first thing I want to do is I want you to be able to see me. Let's turn the light on a minute. Yesterday we learned the hours in the clock. So I want you to put your clock down. Okay? Put your clock down, and I want you to pay attention to this flashcard. Okay? Can you see the flashcard at home? Yes? Can you see this flashcard at home? Do you have me pinned? Okay, because I'm going to hold this flashcard up and I want you to tell me what time it is on there. If you need to come to the carpet table 5, you can. And if you need to come to the carpet table 4, you can. Everybody else should be able to see. And look, I want you to stand up. Tuck your chair under. Being in the dark's got us sleepy. Dark and raining. Second day after Christmas break. We all want to go back to bed, don't we?
Yeah.
So if you're at home, I want you to stand up too so we can get some blood moving through us. Stand up. Oh, thank you, Grayson. You got you a clock. Okay, so you stand there, you stand there. We're kind of spread out a little bit, or you can stand in the middle. Yep, stand in the middle. Yeah, perfect. I'm sorry, Brooklyn. I said the wrong name. So bad. Sorry. Okay, so I want you to stand and I want you to get where you can see, and you need to be apart with your mask up now. Dominic, you can scoot over a little bit too. Okay, yesterday we studied to the hour. Who remembers what it's called when the hands are, I said leave your clock alone for now. When your hands are straight up like this. What do you say when it's pointing to the 0, 0? Say it now. O'clock. You can unmute if it's not noisy where you are. Okay, what do you say if okay, I'm going to teach you that today. Wait a minute. Today we're going to learn the half hour, 30 minutes. So when it's straight up here, we have 0, 0. We don't have 12, do we? We have 0, 0. Down here, we have, this is 5 minutes. Count with me. Count by 5s. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and 30 minutes. So down here, we always put 30. We don't put a 6. We put a 30, and I'm going to teach you that today. But right now, I want to make sure that you have the o'clock correct. Put your clock down. Put your clock down. Thank you. And I'm going to hold up a flashcard, and I'm going to say, throw it at me, because you're going to put it in your head. Ready? If you can't see it, you'll just have to move around a little bit. Okay, here's the time. You're going to have to move, because you can't see it. Put it in your head. Throw it. It is 9 o'clock. The hour hand is the short hand. Whatever the little short red hand is pointing to is the time. You're too close. You're too close together. Over. You might have to go stand behind your chair, and I'll flashcard you guys later if you can't see. You can't be this close. You're going to look in there. Okay, ready? Now I have the red hands on the 1. What time is it?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Awesome. Do not holler it out until I tell you to throw it at me. Put your clock down. We're not making time. We're reading time right now. Now this short hand, the hour hand, is pointing to the 11. Put it in your head. What time is it?
11 o'clock.
Good. time is it?
8 o'clock.
Pretty easy, right? Now the hour hand is on the 3. What time is it?
3 o'clock.
Good. Now the hour hand is on the 6. What time is it?
6 o'clock.
You always say o'clock. That's awesome. Now I want you to get your erase board out really quick because you're going to write the time down quickly of the flashcard that I show you so that I know you're going to write it correctly, and then we're going to move on to the half hour. This is like a mini test. You can sit back down. Jacob, I need a smile. I miss you. Give me a smile. Everybody give me a big smile like that, like a cheesy smile. Thank you. Okay, go back to your seat. Go back to your seat with your erase board and sit down. Okay, I have a little tricky one maybe. Both hands are pointing to the 12. Write down what time it is. I'm going to count to 3 and you have to have it written down. 1, 2, 3, show me. Okay, I hope you have 12, ... 12 o'clock. If you have 12, ... you are awesome. Now, I have the hour hand on the 10. Write down what time it is. The hour hand is on the 10. 1, 2, 3. Show me. Woo! They're smart at this one. Boom, boom. 10 o'clock. Awesome. Erase. Now, the hour hand is on the 11. What time is it? 1, 2, 3. Show me. Do you have a 1, 0, 0? I see it. All right. Erase. Put your erase board down. And we're going to go on to the lesson today, which is a half hour. And I think there's a little video to go with it. So I want you to put your lid on your marker. Put the lid on your marker. You ready for the brain pop? I think there's one.
Yeah.
Put your lid on your marker and put it aside. I want all eyes up here for this little mini lesson. I hope. Yes, there it is. Does it go louder? Oh, got me from there. Got it. Oh, it's running. You can go louder.
What time is it, Moby? When you split something in half, you divide it into 2 equal parts. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Since half of 60 is 30, there are 30 minutes.
And you can look at your clock while this is going on if you want to.
So, when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes past the hour.
Okay, pause, please.
Let's see.
So, it said when the hour hand is halfway around, so say it's 9 o'clock, and it goes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and 30 minutes. That's why we say it's 9:30. We don't say it's 9:06 just because the 6 is down there, right? We say we count by 5 minutes. I know, crazy, right? Digital's so much easier. You just read it and it's there. But you have to know how to read an analog clock as well. We used to not have digital. And now we have both. So we got to learn both. So this is 9:30. Now, I want you to notice something. When it ticks around the clock, I don't know why I'm talking like a news reporter. When it ticks around the clock,
Stay tuned for more.
Okay, so it goes around. The hour hand is heading to the next hour because it's 9:30. It's half past 9. We've gone halfway around 9 o'clock, and we're heading to 10 o'clock. So we have 30. So it's 9:35, 9:40, 9:45, 9. Help me! No, it's not 9:10. But that means 50. 50 minutes has passed. 9:55, and now it is 10 o'clock. So the whole thing, when you go around it, that's an hour. 10 o'clock, I go, the minute hand goes all the way around, then it's going to be 11 o'clock, time for lunch. Then it's going to go all the way around again, and it's what? 12 o'clock. If it's 12 o'clock, last year it was time for recess. This year it's time to do, what do we do then? Science. No, we're still in school. Science, or we finish up our work, or we practice our math, or we do independent reading groups. We do all that at 12 o'clock after lunch, right? Then it goes around again, and what time is it? 1 o'clock, time to go home.
I like 1 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, we like 1 o'clock. So if we all come back to school together, which I can't wait, and and we go back to regular time, at 1 o'clock, we'll still be in school and we'll be doing math. And then we go all the way around, and guess what time it is then? 2 o'clock, and it's time for science. Then we go all the way around again, and it's 3 o'clock, and it's time to go home.
Yay!
So we are missing 2 hours in our day, which is a lot of time. Okay, so we are learning right now. We've learned the hour, and now we're learning half past. So when it's half past, it's pointing to the bottom, and we say 30. Why do we say 30 and not 6? Raise your hand. Why do we say 30 and not 6? Anybody in Miss Stuber's class want to tell me? That has a microphone. Raise your hand. Elise.
I don't know, because the minute hand isn't on the 12.
Well, that's part of it, but why do we say 30 when it's half past the hour? Harper.
So, first I thought, like, if it was like 10 o'clock, I thought it would be 10, 12. But then Mom showed me that there are other numbers, like 12 o'clock is actually,
What do they equal, each number? What does each number equal? Throw it at me now. 5 minutes. So that's why it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we're going to go on with our video. And it's hard to understand at first, but the more you practice, the more you'll get it. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
It's field day. How can you tell time to the half hour? There's a lot of fun stuff planned today. What time is it, Moby? When you split something in half, you divide it into 2 equal parts. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Since half of 60 is 30, there are 30 minutes in a half hour.
Make sense?
So, when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes past the hour. Let's see. What time is it now? First, look at the hour hand, which is halfway between 60.
See, this is going to be where it's confusing.
That means it's halfway between 8 and 9 o'clock. Then look at the minute hand, which is pointing to the 6. So,
She did? Okay.
My better half was that.
Okay. All right, so these are our teaching slides right now. So I want you to get your erase board out. And if you have a clock, you're going to get your clock out. Okay, so I don't know how they're going to do this at home with no clock.
Can they draw one on their board?
Maybe. Hey, remember yesterday how we drew a clock on our board? If you don't have a clock, let's do that again. You guys get your clock ready. Get your clock ready, everything else goes put away. I want you to put your clock flat on your desk or flat on the floor in front of you so that the hands don't move once you move them. Okay, if you don't have a clock, I want you to make one on your erase board. Okay, so put the dot in the middle or on a piece of paper. Ready? Put the dot in the middle. Can you see it?
Put the light on.
Yeah. Put the 12 at the top. Put the 6 at the bottom. We don't have to do it. We have a clock. Do not have your erase boards out. Put your erase boards away. We have a 3 over here and a 9 over here. Can you see it? No. Here. Oh. And then you fill it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your 6. 7, 8. There's your 9. 10, 11. Got it in white on. So if you could make that, that'd be awesome. And then we could put the hands in and just erase the hands only. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and you just catch up with me when you get your clock made. Okay, so it says show 12:30. So we know which hand is going to be pointing to the 6. Which hand? The long one or the short one? The long one, the minute hand. So get your clock, Dominic, get your clock. Put it flat down on the table like I asked you to. And your long hand is going to be pointing to the 6. And it said to show me 12:30. So if you remember in the video and what I showed you, it's going halfway from 12 and it's heading to 1 o'clock. So the little hand is going to be going right here between the 12 and the 1. It's going to be right between, halfway. Just like this is halfway, the little hand is going to be halfway as well. And the long hand is going to be way down here pointing to the 6. And that is 12:30. Grayson? Okay, can you draw one? Okay. And we'll get you one on Thursday. Okay, so I want to see, put it flat down. Miss Duber will walk around real quick and see if you have 12:30 because the hands will move if you pick it up. Okay. Okay, so where does it, okay, if you're not listening, then it's not going to be correct. If this little hand, the minute hand, the hour hand is pointing to the 12, it's wrong. We have to count it wrong. That little hand has to be halfway between the 12 and the 1 because it is 12:30. 12:30. Almost time to pack up and go home. Okay? Make sure you get that hand going the right way. All right, so now I want you to make
The big hand is your minute hand, okay? So it's 12:30. So the minute hand needs to be on the left.
now I want you to show 3:30. So if you're on your erase board, just erase your little hands and move and show me 3:30. Give you a second to do that. I know this is hard when you're home and I'm here. It's hard to learn time anyway. But 3:30, that's 2:30. 3:30 means our hand is pointing where? Between what? Ready? Tell me.
3 and 4.
Yes. The big hand, which is the 4. 3:30. Do you have that? Raise your hand if you had that. Between the 3 and the 4. Okay, erase. Now I want you to show 11:30. 11:30. So if you're using your erase board, erase your little hands and show 11:30. 30's down here. So 11:30. So is your hour hand going to be between the 11 and the 12 or the 10 and the 11? Tell me.
11 and 12.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, it's not going to be, at least it's not going to be between the 10 and 11. If it's 11:30, it's going to be between the 11 and the 12. Because if it's 11 o'clock, watch this hand on my clock. Brooklyn, leave his stuff alone. If it's 11 o'clock, it's going 11:05, 11:10, 11:15, 11:20, 11:25, 11:30. It's heading toward what is the next hour it's going to be. 12 o'clock. So it's going to be between the 11 and the 12. It's hard to know. It's hard to understand. I got you. All right. So let's go to the next slide. Ready?
Show 9:30.
Show 9:30. That's just another way of saying show me 9:30. Just like remember they said the pizza shows half? So if it's 9 o'clock and it's half past, halfway around that circle, then it's still going to be 9:30, right? Okay. And where should your hour hand be, Matthew?
Between the 9 and the 10.
Do you agree? Thumbs up that it should be between the 9 and the 10? Okay, I want everybody at home to show me their clock on this one, or their erase board if they have one, or their paper. Hold it closer, Paisley. Aiden, do you have something to write on? Oh, that's a good clock, Paisley. You made a good homemade clock. Aiden, you got something to write on, buddy? No paper? Well, we'll call your mommy today. We'll get you some paper over there. You got a erase board?
Aiden doesn't have paper or erase board.
He says he doesn't.
I'll text his mom right now.
Okay, she's going to text your mommy, Aiden, so you can get some. Oh, I think he's found it. Gavin, you got your clock made? Hold it up, because I will call your mama. Where is it, Gavin Sauls? Can I see your clock, Gavin? Good job making those clocks down here, guys. Jacob and Brooklyn and Grayson. Avery, you got your clock? Okay, that's twice that Gavin's not listening to me during math, so I'm going to text his mom from math class, too. And I text Jaden's mom. He's awake now. Okay, so you should have, bam, between the 9 and the 10 is what? 30. Good. Okay, we're going to go a little faster now. Erase your hands. Don't erase your hands. Go ahead, Curtis. Okay, and the next slide says what? Miss Steeper. Okay, I think, let's see. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to go to the next. You can go when he gets back. We're going to go to the next lesson part of this. So I want you to show me 7:30, like really quick. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to stretch it down while you do it. And we'll count to 7:30. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. Show me. 7:30. Show me, show me, show me, show me. Dominic, show me. Okay. Wow, you're singing. Everybody's excited. Okay, when it's 7:30, of course, the long hand Okay, and it's between the 7 and the 8.
Good, Harper.
Because it's not 8 o'clock yet, but it's not 7 o'clock. It's just 7, what? 30. Okay, now we're going to skip over. I saw some frog signs that look fun. What time is it?
What
Let's-
time?
Come on, let's do it like that. Ready? Unmute. Let's have a little fun a minute.
What time is it?
Unmute.
What time is it?
Put your clocks down now.
What time is it?
Ready? Everybody say, what time is it?
What time is it?
And there's a song when me and Miss Duber were little like you guys.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, it'd be like, how'd that go?
Jeremiah was
The bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. How was that the time? I thought it was like, "Bark, what time is it?
What time is it?
I'll find it. We'll play it. I'll play it for you tomorrow. Okay, so here's the lily pad. Now I'm going to show you the time and you're going to write it on your erase board. Okay, so get that erase board out. What time is it? All right, get it out. I said get your erase board out. If you don't listen, I will write your name on the board for all to see. Embarrassing. Put your clock down. You don't need it right now. Awesome. We can take that outside off. You don't even need the outside of it. All right, write this time down. I see that little hand is between the 6 and the 7. So that we write the hour first. So we're going to write the 6 or the 7 first. Everybody tell me.
6.
Yes, you're going to write the 6 first. And then what do we say? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So really, if you want to think about it in your brain, the only 2 things you have to remember is when the long hand is up here, you got to remember 0, 0. When it's down here, you got to remember what? 30. 2 things. 0, 0, o'clock. When it's pointing to the 6, it says 30. You write 30. All right, let's go to the next slide. Erase. Don't worry about it right now. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. So now, what time does this clock say? Put it in your head. Throw it.
9:30.
9:30. So I want you to write 9:30 because it's between the 9 and the 10. So it's not 10 o'clock yet, and it's not 9 o'clock still. It's 30 minutes after that. All right, show me. You can use paper, you can write it on your hand, I don't care, I want to see it. All right, 1, 2, 3, show me right now. Hey. I want you to write it big in the middle so I can see it from here. Write it kind of like a good size, that's good size, Kimora. Is that a 3, Evie? Is that a 3? Okay. All right, let me see you guys. I see 9:30 from 3, 4 people, that's it. Lillian, you have nothing to write on? Okay, you need to mute now. I hear some interesting things going on at the house. All right, so Gavin, I don't see that. Gavin, you don't. Okay, Gavin, go get your mother.
I just messaged her.
Go get your mom, Gavin. Hey, Mom. He's not paying a bit of attention to me yesterday or today in math and is not going along with me. And so we're writing the time now. Our clock is gone. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. I'm not going to holler it out this time. You have to figure out the time, and you have to write it down, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds in my brain to do it. I don't play around. I'm a fast mover. Ready? Go. Write down the time. Sir, sit on your bottom and don't be looking around. Show me. Miss Duber's looking at yours. I'm looking online here. Show me. Okay, you can erase your clock, Grayson, because we're only writing the time now. We got to write it out, not draw it. Okay?
You need to go bigger.
All right, I see Paisley, I see Layla, Lily, and that's it. Jacob, you got anything written down? Let me see it. Get your erase board and write the time down. What time does this say? You gotta write it in numbers. Okay, I need you to mute now. Okay, the ones that are doing it are doing good.
Okay, good.
So you should have 4, because it's between the 4 and the 5. So it's not yet 5 o'clock, so you should have 4:30. If you have that, give yourself a yee-haw. Ready? All right. Now you can erase your clock, Jacob. So we're just writing the time. We're not drawing the time. We're going to write the time. Well, I'm talking to Jacob. So can you mute Grayson and Brooklyn, please? Thank you. All right, erase. And I want you to write what time it is now. It's hard to tell the time when it's down to the 30s. Write this time. Weston, you're quick today. Write the time. No, better be careful. It's between the 1 and the 2. I always draw my line out. When it's between the 1 and the 2, it's no longer 1 o'clock, and it's not 2 o'clock yet. So it's halfway between. So it's, well, I see some, when it's between, you go with the number that was before it. So if you had 2:30, you went an hour too far. It's between the 1 and the 2, so you back it up to the number before, so it would be 1:30. Okay, erase. Yep. Now I'm going to go over your homework, and there's not much because we're trying to get you back in the routine. So we have one slide, and all you have to do tonight is pick the correct clock. And I guess you pull a circle over it, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you pull the circle over the correct clock for half. Pretty easy, right? Thumbs up? Because we're giving you plenty of time to talk about it with your parents, and they can show you on a clock. And we're giving you plenty of time to work on your reading this week too. So, all right, so we're done with that. So put all that away. And I want to do a little phonics with you while we have 10 minutes. All right, stand up. And we're going to get the PowerPoint out. And I'm going to teach you a new sound. We got that WH one, and then I guess, do we usually leave the lights on? Okay, stand up, everybody stand up. Okay, I need to see you jumping, so I know you're up. Jump. I'm going to write names down that aren't jumping, and I'm going to personally call your parents because, like I told you, we have a new principal, and her expectations are very high for our online learners and for us to teach you, okay? And we want you to learn what you need to learn. All right,